Hey, what is happening, everybody? My name is Azarath, and welcome back to Play It Inside. Now, I have played this game many times before, but if you haven't seen the last couple of videos, you know what happened to my channel, blah, 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 blah. We don't care anymore. Let's get right on into Inside, because I do not want to wait. And I love how, too, by the way, you can just get right on into the game. There's no technical main menu, no nothing, which sucks, because, you know, I kind of want to go into my settings, but what am I going to do, turn on subtitles? There's no dialogue in this game. But, if I can actually talk about the game now, I remember being excited out the app. Like, I was so pumped when this game was announced and the first trailer came out and the demo and all that. Like, my only concern, based on everything I was seeing, is I was like, you know, I really hope Playdead didn't get lazy, because this kind of looks like Limbo 2.0, and I'm kind of concerned about that. But I had faith in them. And listen, as much as I love Limbo, I mean, when I do get to playing that, you guys will see me gush over that, probably. But I prefer this to Limbo by, like, a lot. Like, listen, I love Limbo, and I'm not trying to do, like, a bunch of comparisons either, but in my defense, it's kind of relevant. Yeah, this is better in, like, every way. Plus, I also think, like, the story and everything just is way more fascinating. When I played this game originally all those years ago, I played through this so many times, because especially, no spoilers, but with the way the game ended, I was like, I have got to play through this game again immediately. And then I started noticing little things in the background and blah, blah, blah. Because, like, even this, it's like, okay, first of all, what's with the guys walking around? Were there people in the back of that truck? Why is everyone wearing masks? Why doesn't that kid have a face? What is the purpose of this kid? Like, this is the definition, and it's cliche now, and I'm aware of this, but, like, whenever you consume a piece of media and you see one of those videos online, and it's like, 1,001 things you missed in X, blah, 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 like, Inside explained, the ending, you gotta watch this video so you know what happens. Like, I already had my own theories, I already had my own ideas, but this game drove my mind up a tree. And, like, I'm not saying that Limbo wasn't fascinating either. It's more that the more I thought about it, as good as it actually was a lot. I almost missed that jump. A lot more straightforward than I remembered, and, like, that's not a bad thing, that's not whatever. But there's so many hidden things in the background of this world, and it gives you nothing, really. Like, this is one of those games you gotta pay attention to. Anyway, I should stop talking about stuff that doesn't matter. Leave me alone, Borko. Nope! And as you saw there, if I even hesitated for 1 second, one singular second, that dog would have got me. The thing about these Playdead developers, there's a lot of timing-based things, and you can make the argument that, well, that's just gaming 101. What are you talking about? Of course there's timing, but I mean, like, to the millisecond. Like, these things are timed out to where, like, you have to do the thing exactly how the game wants you to, and if you don't, you're screwed. Now, thankfully, there's a decent checkpoint system, I'm just saying. Also, okay, I just wanted to check something. I feel better about myself. Like this coming up right here. It's not hard, but it's very easy to mess up. It's very easy to... You're not getting me, Van. Look at... See, go, 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 go. And it doesn't help the fact, too, that, like... And they timed out everything perfectly, by the way. Like, I'm not complaining about it. It's well done. But, like, when I dropped down just now, just that little crouch, and then... the way he kind of gets up slowly a little bit and then gets behind the rock. Like, it's all intentional. They did all of this on purpose. Now, this was back in March? February? But on the old account, that doesn't exist anymore because that stupid hacker deleted all my shit, and I'm still salty about it. I played Somerville, and as soon as I beat that, I was like, man, I've got to play Inside again. So, that's more or less the main reason why I'm doing this. You're not gonna get me. Also, something I should have said earlier too, like, let's say they catch me right now. They don't even kill me. They do like some chloroform type shit where they shoot you with like tranquilizer darts. First time I played this, I thought they were killing me. And it's like, wait, why do they want to keep the kid alive? I still want to know, what's the deal? The people in the back of those trucks! It's fine. Also, if you notice that yellow cord down there, assuming you're somebody who's never played of or heard of this game before, you can't just assume, like, yeah, this game's been out for a while now, which I don't... What was it? 2016? I think is when... It was 2016 or 2017, I don't remember. But either way, throughout the game, if you notice those yellow cords, it's for secrets. And or... whatever these things are. I call them the little UFOs, even though I know that's not what they're... Okay, murky waters. Yeah, basically, if you want the extra secret ending, you gotta collect all these. And funny enough, I remember with my first playthrough, people were like, this is fake, you've played this before, you got all the secrets, I can't believe... I found out very early on that those yellow cords were important. So, like, the entire time I was playing the game, I'm like, where are those yellow cords at? Also, that is still a really cool shot. You're not catching me, not today, you bastards. So, yeah, I'm just saying, be on the lookout for that if it's something that you actually care about. I do, because even though it's brief, and again, no spoilers, the ending kind of explains a lot, even if it doesn't seem like it does. Like, that extra ending was like, oh, this is kind of meta and weird. What am I doing with my life? What is going on here? And I like it way more, by the way. Well, hold on while I enter Silent Hill over here. Which is totally fine. That's exactly what I wanted to do with my day. I like it more than the extra ending to Limbo. I'm not trying to do the comparison thing. But while the ending is fine for what it is, I don't care about the me being bad at games or, well, you just say, hey, it sounds like a skill issue, bro. The alternate extra ending to Limbo is some of the most unfair ass I have ever seen in my entire life. Not only is it the hardest section of the game by a mile, just as it is, by the way, like, even if everything was normal, whatever, like, it would still be freaking challenging. You gotta do it essentially in pitch black darkness. That's like, you know... I don't see how this is fair, but we're not here to talk about that. Also, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but if eagle-eye viewers over here, there is a little bit of foreshadowing in this room. That's all I'll say. And speaking of unfair bullshit, I actually had to look up a walkthrough, and you call me stupid, you call me whatever, because in order to do the thing with the extra ending, which I am going to try to do here, by the way, like, I'm not trying to stop the game, I'm just saying, these make noises, okay, when you're doing the thing, and they're the noises that happen. At least I think I'm getting this right, because I remember looking up a video file. I'm like, you know what? That's... How did they expect anybody ever to figure that out? I'm not complaining. It's cool, but, like, what the hell? Yeah, those little UFO things make different sounds, and essentially, in sequence from when you find them in the game, you have to match the sounds from when you collect it, and it's like... Dude, no. I'm too stupid for this nonsense. Because most people are like, don't admit it. Don't tell them you looked up a walkthrough. Don't do it. And I did. And I'm not sorry. I'm stupid and I had to... Okay, whatever. Also, the little chickadee friends, how's it going? Actually, I should have said this in the very beginning, so I apologize for this, but... I am sorry if the commentary seems a little bit off, because I was actually like 3 parts into this when the account got hacked. Like, I want to say maybe there was like an hour left to the game. Hour, 20 minutes, 15, whatever. Like, I know exactly where I was. Like, when we get there, I'll tell you, but I'm just saying that I already did a playthrough for the most part, and even then, it was like my 4th or 5th time playing through the game on the channel. I know, I have a problem. I don't care. I love this game. The point is, that was literally like a week ago. So, I'm having like hardcore, heavy deja vu right now. So, it's more trying to make commentary while also going... Well, wait, I definitely don't want to, like, extra repeat myself. Obviously, I have to say certain things over again for, well, again, obvious reasons, but it's like, I don't want to say things too frequently, because, wait, no, I want to wait for that extra guy, Because if you're new to the channel, and I'm not trying to give like my entire life's backstory here, but I feel like it is relevant, especially if this may be your first video of mine that you checked out. Yeah, because this is going to be like, what, the third video on this channel, whatever. That last channel, the one that got hacked, wasn't even my first channel, which is embarrassing, by the way. It was like my fourth or fifth one. But I have been doing this YouTube thing. To be fair, it hasn't gone anywhere, so do with that information what you will. It's like, well, that's probably because you suck. Yeah, I know. I started in, like, May of 2015, so I've been doing this for a while. And it's like, every time I start getting even just a little bit of traction, just the tiny, microscopic little bit of momentum, something weird's gotta happen. That's fine. I don't think starting from scratch is the end of the world. Plus, I've always been trying to view these types of things as, like, blessing in disguises, so, whatever. How's it going, guys? Just ignore me. There was a yellow cord at the top of the I mean, to be fair, I know where these all are. Ooh. Actually, for the most part, I did say I was going to try to get the extra ending, but, like, it's actually been a minute since I 100... Wee, yeah, all the way home. That song is a lot less depressing when you're a kid, by the way. Anyway. Also, I could very much do without these, gross butthole worms. Whatever you want to call them. And see, this is where I was starting to get scared, even though I was really intrigued. Because I didn't know much about if there was going to be, like, full-on mind control or whatever. But I saw these, and I'm like... See, that's just another thing with Limbo. You remember, like, little glowing mind control bugs? Whatever the hell they were? I'm like, you're playing as a little kid, you're starting out in the woods. See, this game immediately, and you could argue it would have been a reference, fine, would have lost me if in the first 10-15 minutes you dealt with a giant spider. Because at that point it would have been like, nah, you're just doing Limbo again, what are you doing? Thankfully, that's not what they did! Quit talking about nothing, me! Jump over the thing! Wee! All the way, oh jeez. Hey, listen, sir, can you F off, please? Todo! Yeah! Okay, for a second there, I thought I missed that jump, and I got scared. Come on! Is that the best you got? You ain't getting me? Oh. I thought I had to be a little bit closer than that. Always my least favorite part of the game, by the way. Whenever we get to this point, I'm like, I don't want to rip the thing out the pig's ass. Okay, where? Well, either way, if you could come with me, that'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. It's because, you know, I have stuff and things that I need to do with my life that doesn't involve pigs' anus. Okay, whatever. Don't jump up on the thing. Thank you. Now, with all of my comparisons and all that other bullshit aside, this was at the point in my original playthrough where I was starting to get hooked. I was like, oh, this is really cool. I don't know what's going on, but it's cool. And it's the way they all go limp and everything. Oh, my back is itchy. Why is that a thing? But I can't deal with that right now. Whatever. It's fine. Also, just because that would have been a good example if I brought it up when the thing actually happened. This game, even if it doesn't seem like it, I would highly recommend playing this with headphones. Because some games is hit and miss, but this game has really good audio. Really. Even if it doesn't seem like it right now, there's several points in this game where, like, it's not even that anything amazing happened, but, like, I got goosebumps just from the audio, and I'm like, that doesn't happen that often. Good on you, developers. Oh, there's the truck from the beginning of the game. And it's little tiny things like that, because, yes, there's the truck and there's people standing out there. But I didn't actually put two and two together that might be the same truck from earlier. Not saying that that's a big deal or anything, I just like noticing tiny things like that. Okay, whatever. Climb up, kid! Come on! And that's still doing that, that's still doing that. Okay, I don't need to worry about the nonsense right now. Give it, kid. So, this is embarrassing, but I remember in my first playthrough actually getting stuck on this part. And that's because not once did it occur to me that you could lift up this window. I'm like, where am I supposed to go? Because that's a wall. You can't go that. What is... And I was just walking around, clicking, and then the kid grabbed the thing, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I didn't notice that the window was open either, by the way. I know, I'm stupid, but, like... Not all of these games have, like, the type of interactivity that one might be either thinking about or hoping for or whatever. I also died right here because I was unaware that I was supposed to turn around, which I know probably seems obvious, but whatever. It's very simple shit that I tend to die on, which absolutely does not surprise me. But it's whatever, because I essentially, right this second, have to do some Looney Tunes type shit. Or Tom and Jerry, I guess, pick your poison in that regard. And you gotta be fast, you gotta be fat, gotta be... See, I'm 90% sure, so don't quote me on this, but that is one of those, because of the timing thing, that if you just push that and run back to the thing, you have to jump there, because... Even if you push the thing down at the right time and you start running at the right time, I still think that breaks before you get to the edge. Anyway, yellow cord. No, I'm not going to bring it up anytime, but again, if somebody's, like, new to the game and they're looking for secret way, I'm just trying to help out. Even though, let's say I'm right about the one thing. Let's say it is 2016. That means that this game is 9 years old. Ugh. Like, I've accepted at this point, okay? I've accepted the age of limbo. Like, that brings me back to my PS3 days, for crying out loud. I don't want to think about the fact that this game's now preaching that level, which is fine. Whatever. Who cares? Nobody. Now, there's puzzles like this scattered throughout the game, and I know I tend to say this a lot, but in this case, it's really true. It's not that it's hard, it's maybe that first time around you're like, wait, actually, hold up, what am I supposed to do here? Oh, you're supposed to shut the thing so they both reach the wall at the same time, then you can bring them back over to the button. Oh, that makes total sense. Oh, for the love of... Sorry. My arm was itchy, and it was one of those I tried to hold back, and it was... And before you say it, I know, technically scratching does not help, but I have convinced myself, as I'm sure a lot of other people have, that it doesn't matter, because it feels good while it's happening. I know, there's a name for it, but I don't care. Anyway, what is going on down there? Just hear the marching. That's fine. And there's certain jumps, too, like, you really gotta time things perfectly, because... Well, I know that probably sounds dumb, like most of what I'm saying, but at the same time, there's a couple of games out there where, like, it's a little more lenient. I mean, for example, it has nothing to do with jumping, but as somebody who's not only, like, I've seen it with my own eyes, but, like, going back and recording certain games to be like, no, I have to double-check that, because that was some BS. I know, you could say I'm in denial, but I have to check. Little Nightmares, and I guess more specifically the first one, because they did fix little tiny shit like this for the most part, and no, I did not mean a pun there either. For the second game, ow. But there was a couple of times in Little Nightmares where, like, things grab you, and you are so not in their hand. You are very much not in their grasp. And it's like, firmly grasp it. It's just like, you're not in their hands. You're not. You're literally in another solar system, but the game's like, well, we want you to get caught, so you're gonna, like, just morph into their hand, and it's fine, and you're gonna have to deal with it, and then you're gonna have to go back to this annoying checkpoint, you're gonna have to do it all over again. Like, I know, I tend to bitch about things that don't matter, but one of my biggest pet peeves in all of gaming is dying to shit that really isn't my fault. And I know, king excuses, But there are times where it's like firmly 100%. No, that wasn't my fault. And also, do not throw that switch right away in case you want to be an eager beaver and you want to like rush things. Because you have to lift this first. You literally don't have enough time. Like, it's what you have to do because, well, long story short, spoiler alert, if you don't lift that up, you're going to die. Which admittedly does sound like me. No. And actually, speaking of, like, morphing into places, kind of, sort of. I'm not saying it'd be... Oh, no! No, I hesitated. That was my own fault. That was my own fault. I hesitated. What I was going to say, what I was trying to say, was thankfully the kid, like, sort of, like, locks, like, puts himself in the correct position for that. I'm not saying it'd be hard to, like, get to where you need to be here, but, like, sometimes it's kind of finicky on, like, where you stand in certain games. Like, so he just kind of, like, sticks in place to where he needs to be in. Little tiny shit like that helps you out from time to time. Just saying. Either way, you guys are cool and all, but I'm gonna go. I mean, you did scare the shit out of me the first time I played. I mean, to clarify, it was literally because I'm like, wait, there's giant robots in this game? Or whatever the hell you guys are? Uh-oh. Ow! Sorry. Hi there! Ignore me. I'm normal. I'm the most normal person you've ever seen. Just ignore the red shirt. I'm one of you guys. Yep, see, I'm marching along. I'm normal. Stop staring at me. I don't like it. Listen, man, I'm not a fan of being on camera. Ignore the YouTube thing. It's actually true and kind of hard to explain, but I don't want to talk about that right now. I want to live. But yeah, as far as, like, more questions and all that, I'd argue this is one of the earlier parts in the game where I first started asking, like, major questions, because I'm like, well, A, all those people wearing masks over there, but there's also kids standing there, and I'm like, what is this, bring your kid to work day? Well, what are you guys testing? What is... Especially because, like, these guys are clearly clone zombie things, so that person has a baby, okay? And the baby on top of that is wearing a mask, so... What is going on here? I didn't mean to move. Thank you for not killing me. I greatly appreciate it. Like, seriously, on that clipboard there, what are you writing down? I just want to know, man. You. See, it's easy. It's so easy. You guys are not going to catch me on one of my off days with these simple tasks. To be fair, most of my days are off days, but we're not here to talk about that. Seriously, what are you guys testing? I have so many questions. And that's the beautiful thing about this game, too. And, I mean, there's a lot of games like this, to be fair. But I think one of the reasons why I've always found this game fascinating is because it's not direct enough to the point where... I don't think that's how I wanted to word that, but anyway... You can watch your theory videos, you can watch your conspiracy, whatever. You can play this game 100 times. You still have room to make your own thoughts and comparison. Oh, jeez. My God. The kid's Jason Bourne. Sorry. I always have to do it when I jump through a window. Come on, you bastard! See, now I had to do that. If I had just climbed up here... Without asking questions, that dog would have killed me. Come on, friend, let's go! And that's how the game tricks you, because that's the simple shit I'm talking about, where, at least if you've never played this game before, and this is your first time with it, like, I'm 90% sure I died there, and it's like, you can say you suck at games all you want, but how are you supposed to know that there's very specific paths and ways you're supposed to do it, especially in a game like this where it's literally a side scroll, it's a back and forth thing, right? So, like, how are you just supposed to know that you're supposed to, like, lure the dog down there because you're not gonna have enough room otherwise, or, like, not enough space in between you and the dog before jumping on the thing, and it, like, rips your throat out. Okay, whatever. Alright, now we're getting into the cool stuff. Well, at least to me. Also, I don't know why, but I just got a random flashback to Ben and Ed, which is a game I just realized I have never played on any of my channels. I kind of want to, but I don't think it would be good for my sanity. Now, funny enough, I died for something stupid last time. I forgot that I had to jump back up here to control the dude again, and I just walked off the edge, and that's like one of those simple things, like, 100% my fault. That's not me trying to make excuses. It was 100% my fault. I got ahead of myself, and I'm like, oh, duh. You have to go back into the mind control helmet. Hi, guys. How's it going? Don't see anything. I think that's probably good for me. Alright, friendo, let her rip! They're like, what the fuck? Oh god! This place is haunted! Run! Whee! I'm sure it's fine. Now, as fun as it is being in the water, hey, not trying to do another Limbo comparison, but at least this kid can swim. I hate that you can't in the first game. And it's funny, because all that does in any game, by the way, where you can't swim, it just brings me back to the days of, like, Vice City, and I don't like the fact that that's where my brain goes immediately, like, every single time. No, it's fine. Okay, that's still... I need to be checking that more. And if it seems like I'm being overly paranoid for no reason, if you haven't watched it, I had microphone issues out the ass. And, like, it doesn't matter what YouTube account it was or whatever. Over the last, like, 3 to 4 years at least, I haven't had that much trouble. I'm not talking about editing or any of the other. Just simple, just recording the video. I had to unplug my microphone. I replugged it into a different port. I updated a thing. I restarted the computer. And it just, every couple of minutes, it would just freeze, freeze, freeze. And I'm like, dude, I have never run into this issue before, and even if it seems like that's not that big of a deal, what on earth are you complaining about? It's that it went on for, like, the entire playthrough, and I'm like, dude, this has happened, like, 20, 30 times now. I just want to beat the damn game. And every time it'd be like, man, I'm getting so into this. I absolutely love this game. So much, so underrated. And that, yep, it's frozen again. Fuck. Oh, hi, with the creepy light. How's it going? I don't much care for you and your War of the Worlds bullshit. Good movie. I don't care what... And yes, I am talking about the, I believe it's the 2005 one. I mean, I also love the... Oh, who cares? Whee! Ow. Now, thankfully, we are almost done with at least this section. Think. I know, I just played this and I should know, but I... Actually, no, I do know what's coming next. Okay, I need to shut up. I mean, maybe I shouldn't because of the whole commentary thing, even though I'd argue that you guys would probably prefer. You'd be like, you know what, if I could watch this video on mute, I'd probably do that, because, dude, what's this guy talking about? Hey, if it makes you feel any better, most times, I have no idea. None. This guy's quite the yapper. I know. For what it's worth, not in real life. I, only talk when I'm recording because I have the worst social anxiety of anyone on the planet. To the point where I've said this in other videos, but I actually hope that, my channel never takes off. Like, one would think, like, yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell icon, turn on the notifications, come on, do that. Because if anybody ever saw me in public, and they were like, hey, I like your videos, can I take a picture? I'd be like, sure. Yeah, let's do that. I'd be like, dude, this dude's weird. I'm like, I know, I'm so sorry. Anyway, what am I doing? I don't know. Also, I think that I only had to do that a couple of times. I should be able to reach that now. Anyway, I hope so! Ooh. For a second there, I thought I forgot about you! There we go. There we go. Now, see, that light's gonna come back, and when it passes me, I do have to run, and I know, duh, but I have to be really fast here because of that other light. And if we can go back to my crazed ramblings about the timing-based thing, they had him open this so slow on purpose. I only know that because even, like, with the little animation, like, with him, like, looking back, like, being like, oh shit, the light's good. Dude, hurry up! Like, I know! I'm trying! What in the hell was that sound? I'm not actually asking. I'm not sure I want to know. I'm just slightly curious about the overall situation. Whatever. Hey, man, as long as I don't gotta deal with those damn dogs anymore, they scare me. I mean, again, they're not hard to, like, avoid or whatever, but, like, if you miss a certain thing, like with what I did earlier, where, like, you had to, like, lure them down to the thing, like, they are faster than you, and that game is designed in multiple areas for failure, and it's like, I'm repeating myself again. I know you guys get how it works by now. Blah, blah, blah. Commentary, blah. Like, share, subscribe, blah. Bell icon, blah. What am I doing? The only excuse I have for this, by the way, is that it's like... Okay, it's not 3. It's like 5 in the morning. I don't know where I lost my time here, but... I mean, it's fine. I'm still, like, in my... I didn't sleep yet, so, like, I'm still awake from yesterday. I was more like, oh, I'm tired. That's why it's bad. That's the issue, because it's, like, 3. Not only is it, like, 5, but it's, like, 5:36. It's 5:36 in the morning. Hey, you're not getting me. Not today, you bastards. Leave me alone. Now, thankfully, for me... This is the rule of 3s. Can't get me. Now I'm over here. What are you guys gonna do about it? Nothing, probably. You're gonna bark, be annoying, and make me do this 3 times for some reason. You guys suck. And you're slow and you suck. Can't go! You want to explain to me how that was fair? You want to explain to me what the issue was? Because I did the thing correct. No, like, I'm actually genuinely confused. I pulled the thing and then I ran back at the correct... Pull you. I don't get it. I am confused. Come back over here so I can attempt anyway to figure this shit out. Come on. Come on. Because I'll be damned, this bullshit happens again. Come on, kid! Go! 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 See? Why couldn't that have happened the first time? No, I'm not actually complaining. I'm just mildly weirded out at the moment. Yeah, you guys are like the freaking hyenas from The Lion King. F off, Ed! Sorry. I watched that the other day, and now it's on the brain. Anyway, one of my favorite sections of the game is coming up. Okay. I do love this whole next area with the submarine. Whatever you want to call it. I also like the design to it, too. Looks like, one of those mines. Hi there, friend. You don't see me, right? Right? I'm perfectly hidden? Right? Just gonna wait for you to do that, and then I'm gonna sneak by you here. You guys definitely don't see shit. You guys definitely don't see shit. Come on, kid. Come on, kid. Whoop. Okay, very good. Again. Worrying about absolutely nothing. Oh, man. Like, I don't know why But whenever I do anything like this in a video game, it makes me want my own. Even if I only could take it to like a lake, I want my own one-person submarine. I'm also going to stop talking right now because as far as the audio is concerned, like, this is one of the parts I was talking about. So good. And I know it probably seems subtle, but like I said, headphones. It's important. But as far as, like, you know, paying attention to, like, yeah, if I could actually make commentary now and not just talk random bullshit out of my ass like I've been doing for the past 35 minutes, this was another area where I was, like, just looking in the background, so I'm like, is that a chain? Why is that so big? Like, in these types of games, whether or not it is this, Limbo, Little Nightmares, whatever have you, I'm always, like, just peeking, checking, scanning the entirety of the background looking for stuff. And if you want to know what one of my handful of weaknesses is, my Achilles heel, at least with gaming anyway, I've always been a fan of size and scale and all that other sort of thing, which is kind of why Shadow of the Colossus is one of my favorite games. I do want to play that on the channel at some point. Like, okay, I did on the other channel that doesn't exist anymore, but, you know, whatever. But I'm just saying, so, like, yeah, when you got, like, really, really big things in the background, it's like, oh, that's so cool. But then you have, like, stuff like Little Nightmares, though, where it's not even, like, big things in the background. Everything in that game, the scale and the sizes of everything is just off in general. Everything's all morphed and weird and bendy and broken. Which, you know, is totally normal. Also, where the hell even am I? What is this place? Do I want to know? Probably not. Somebody's, desk work is all over the place over here. I feel bad because, like, hey, no, have you ever had a piece of paper that you, like, really, really needed? I mean, I know it's 2025, but whatever. And you actually drop it in something wet? Like, oh, man. What the fuck am I talking about? What am I talking about? Run! Run away! I don't want to get squished! Woohoo! See, now, was that so hard, kid? Probably. Well, whatever. I want to climb back up there, because I need to open the one door so I get the submarine through there. Damn it! Now I want to play Subnautica again! And, man. I don't know why, but the way that kind of glitched, it looked kind of weird, and I'm like, did I why didn't I fall? Well, I'm not complaining about it. But see, this is, something that if you're, like, paying attention, and I know people, like, it's... Also, I know I have to go there, I'm just doing this to prove a point so you guys can see a little bit more. Like, it ties back to the beginning. We're in a really big building right now, might I add. Like, you look high enough, you can see the ceiling and everything. But it's like, you look and you see those pods in the background, and they're the same ones from earlier. And then you got all these fake trees, and it's like, no, wait, what is going on here? Like, why is there, like, a fake forest in here? And because even if it's like, well, maybe they're testing this very specific thing with those people, like, you know, those clones or whatever, which, I mean, I am aware that's kind of what they're doing. Then explain why they were in the real forest in the beginning of the game. And why they were capturing the people and putting them in the back of the trucks. Oh, please tell me. Oh, for a second there, I thought I undershot that. And I was going to be so mad. Whatever. Yay! Now I can get the submarine through here. Whoop-de-doo! Woohoo! Hey, as long as there's no monsters coming to kill... Hi. I still hate you, by the way. Even though you look like one of those troll doll things. At least that's where my mind went to the first time. Boing! I will always like doing that. I don't care. You can say I'm easily entertained. It's fun, okay? Now, I don't remember if it's this part. It is. Okay. I was gonna say, I think another one of the little UFO things, the yellow cord's coming up and... No, there it is. They're not hard to find if you're, like, actually aware what you're looking for. Ah, yeah, see. I'm sure it's fine. That actually made me go down there really fast. Well, sometimes it doesn't matter how long you hold it. You don't usually go that far. Ow! Now, okay, that is not what I wanted to do, but thanks for that anyway, kid. This is a puzzle thing that sometimes cooperates with me, sometimes doesn't. Yeah. Well, that is not what I was trying to do, but, I mean, I guess it's like the 5th time I've said that, so, you know what? It works. But, you guys remember what I said earlier, like, this is one of the times where repeating myself is actually, oh no, that's bad, why are you on the edge like that? Is actually relevant to the situation at hand. Because some games would be really weird, and they would make you have to put him in there, like, exactly, it has to be exact. Thankfully, this game kind of morphs him in there. Like that. Thank you. Thank you. Makes that 10 times easier. You can argue that it's cheating, but I don't care. Like, at all. I can't put into words the level of not caring that I care about that. Words. Friends in low places. Yeah, well, that is me. I am the friend in a low place. I'm only gonna go lower. Whee! Yeah, and you can't even use that to just, like, completely speed through the game either, like, if you truly, really wanted to, because it takes a couple of seconds to recharge. I mean, you could do it if you really, really wanted to, but it's literally just, like, boost, wait a minute, boost, wait a minute, boost, wait a minute. So, I'm just saying, it's not that practical. Now, I do have to go back to press that button, which is what I'm gonna... No, kid. No, that was my fault. It was my fault. I got ahead of myself, but still, kid, don't do that. I know I'm controlling you and everything. Yeah, I gotta get all the things so I can get the extra ending. I was kind of debating it for a second, where I'm like, but I don't actually remember if I know exactly where they all are. I'm gonna try. Come on. Come on, kid. Well, as I said, if you were the kid from Limbo, you'd be dead already, so... I'm not trying to throw shade at him, I'm just saying. See, because when the water goes down, thankfully the door opens for me, which is very convenient. Or something. I don't know. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Hey, it rotated, but it's fine. I'm still here. It didn't blow up, which, you know, is very good for me. Oh, hi! Can you F off, please? Boo! No. Yeah, this is like one of the times where if you were gonna do the boost... Because you, thankfully, get stopped by the light. You're like Kate from Slender the Arrival. Stay away from me! You know, I'm just calling you Kate now because that's what you're reminding me of. No! Hold on, just 2 more seconds. I gotta wait for the thing to recharge. Ah! You're not getting me. Not again. Not today. Well, to be fair, you didn't get me the first time. Ow. See, this is one of those weird things where it's like, if you didn't actually know this is where you were supposed to go, you might have only tried that the one time because it didn't even look like that did anything the first time. Like, sometime, and I'm not saying it's bad game design, I'm more saying that, like, if somebody got stuck on that, I actually wouldn't judge them, because it doesn't even give you, like, I think a board falls, but it doesn't, like, really give you much more of an indicator that, like, no, you're supposed to keep hitting it, because it's eventually going to break all the way through, and that is where you're supposed to go. Which I know, sounds dumb, but I've gotten stuck on stupider shit in the past. Come on. Hey. Thank you. I am not going to be able to reach that. I thought maybe I could, but... Kid, stop doing that! Oh. Really? This is how we're gonna do this? This is how we're gonna play this game right now? Fine. It's fine. I'm not even mad. I'm disappointed, sure, but I'm not mad. Like, I literally just want to get the UFO. That is literally all I want to do with my time. Thank you. Tableau. Which only makes you ask more questions. Speaking of a tableau, I'm not going to get too in-depth here, because I don't, most people probably don't care. But there actually is a cinematic tableau. Oh, come on, kid! What are you doing? In the beginning of John Carpenter's Halloween, there's a lot of people over the years, like I've watched, like with exes and friends and just a handful of people, even my mother, who also loves the movies, like, the cinematic tableau happens, and I remember people are like, God, this movie's so unreal. Why aren't they freaking out? Like, you could tell this movie's from the 70s. They're literally just standing there. These are the worst parents ever. I can't believe it's a tableau. Not trying to be awkward. I'm just, it actually does have a purpose behind it. It's not just them standing there to be weird. I don't know why I'm talking about this. With all that being said, I'm going to end this part of I almost said limbo. Frack. This entire recording is cursed. Actually, which of my recordings isn't cursed? It feels like there's a problem in, like, every single one. I have to end this part of Inside right here. Now, I started my first couple of videos, like, whether or not you watch them or not, I was playing the full games of these, but just because of the recording and the editing and the uploading and things just across the board not cooperating with me, I am going back to parts because, well, they're just a lot easier to deal with overall, especially if I want to try to keep up, like, a daily schedule here. It's like, even if I finished a video earlier in the day, my internet is not great, and, well, to be fair, this game isn't that long, but I just, whatever, you guys get my point. I absolutely love this game. I will forever love this game. Like, it probably doesn't seem like much, especially if you've never heard or seen anyone play it before, but as I said, this game and its world just intrigued me, and it fascinated me, and then I beat the game, and it was like, yep, I gotta play that again, and then beat it the second time, and I'm like, you know what, that ending got me twice, somehow, I need to play it again, and then I got the extra ending, and I'm like, oh, that actually adds a little more layers to this onion, yep, I gotta play it again, and it's just like, even though I haven't found anything significantly new, that is not how I wanted to word that. Anything significant that's new in a handful of years, it's still, every time I replay through this, it somehow seems like I find like a little tiny nugget here or there where I'm like, oh, I didn't notice that in the background. Oh, I didn't see this the first time. Actually, if you think about it, this connects to that. I know, it does seem like a lot of tinfoil hat conspiracy theory, but, again, these Playdead developers, they do shit on purpose. Whether or not it's this. I know it's technically not Playdead, but you guys get my point, hopefully. Because the Jump Ship, I think, is the name, but that Somerville game, there was plenty of stuff like that. Maybe not as much as this, but it was still there. And, well, obviously Limbo. Again, that's a little more straightforward, but, like, there's still a handful of things. Like, the worlds are not as simple as maybe they come across. And I know these types of games aren't for everybody. I get that. But, like, all these years later, I still love playing through this game. Like, here's the example I would give. And no, I'm not shitting on it. It's just the best one I have off the top of my head right now. I still love Limbo, okay? And before saying anything else, it's shorter than this game. If you go through the entirety of that game without dying, it's like an hour 20 minutes. Maybe. Hour 15. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you could beat the game in under an hour. Like, it's short. But over the years, I wouldn't say that I've started to fall out of love with it. It's more that, like, I once held it in, like, the highest of high, like, this is indie game, like, god tier, don't touch, and, like, no, that is what I say this is now, and have been saying for the last 6, 7, 8 years, whatever it was. And that's no, like, again, I'm not shitting on it. I still, to this day, think it's a great game, but just playing through this and bunch of other games, and you can argue that it's like, well, is it really fair to compare the two? I think this is better than Somerville. I do, and there was actually a lot more going on in that game. Now, to be fair, I really, really enjoyed that game, and I'm not trying to talk about something else, even though I've already done that for the majority of this playthrough. The one thing I will say about that kind of makes me go, about, like, the replaying through that, because I am for this channel, whether or not it's a thing you guys care about or not. I'm upset that video doesn't exist anymore, so I was planning on it. The controls were weirdly clunky. There was plenty of things scattered throughout the game where I'm like, the only thing stopping this game from reaching that true, like, this game is amazing, dude, this game is amazing, like, the story and the everything, but, like, this game's amazing. The only thing that stops the game from reaching, like, that level for me is I was getting frustrated with things not cooperating with you, things being kind of clunky, things this, things that. Like, I will admit, for the most part, 99% of the BS that'll happen with this game, like if I die or get stuck on a part or this or that, user error. It's on me. I admit when it's my own fault. And honestly, for the most part, Limbo's like that too. But I'm rambling and I'm talking about other things. This game's great. Hopefully you guys will come on this journey with me, especially after, well, this video more or less going down that atrocious well, which I was trying to avoid. But I was like, man, should I try to record something before I sleep? Well, I've officially found out that that's a bad idea. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in future videos. So, later.